Hey guys, so today is an exciting day. Today is day number 1 for food prep for an 8-day adventure that we are planning to do, a group of 4 of us in northern Saskatchewan. So last year we went from Besnard Lake to Missinippi and we loved it. We want to do it all again. So I'm going with a group of 3 men and myself. So you can imagine their relief when I volunteered to make all of the food. So today I am preparing shepherd's pie, a plant-based version. So we actually eat plant-based everything, and it's very, very simple. And what I'm going to do is actually dehydrate it. So we kayak, and even though we have space in our kayaks to spare, we end up doing a lot of portages, and with that entails the weight of your stuff, obviously. So to cut back on worrying about things spoiling or the hassle of carrying heavy cans of food, that kind of thing, it is so much simpler. Just takes a little prep to dehydrate your own food. And when we are on our trip, I will make a video putting this into action, bringing this back alive for you. So what I've done here, well, the recipe I've used, I highly recommend if you are dabbling in eating plant-based, this book. This is all you need. It is wonderful. So what I have made out of it is the shepherd's pie, but I personally like to have gravy with my shepherd's pie. So I have also made the cozy gravy recipe that is also in that same book. So highly recommend, check it out. This woman has no idea that I promote her all the time, but if you make her recipes, your food will turn out amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So this is really nutrient packed, which is wonderful. So we don't ever have to worry about being hungry. That is one thing, we are all well fed when we are backwoods camping. So very mushroom based, which is awesome. And also went ahead and cooked up some lentils. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those lentils to the dish. And to simplify things, rather than dehydrating gravy on the side, it's nice to make a one-pot meal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this gravy in with the recipe. And you might be wondering where the potatoes are. So an easy hack to do for the potatoes is we actually just buy instant potatoes, and depends how picky you are. When I cook this up when we're camping, I will either just mix the potatoes directly in the pot with this, or if anyone wants that nice looking layer of shepherd's pie, you could dirty a second pot and cook the potatoes separately, but I highly recommend them because they are super lightweight as well. So if you do a lot of backwoods camping, I would definitely recommend investing in a good dehydrator. So the one that we have, I really like this one from Cabela's. The air comes from the back, so it really does a nice even dehydrating of each tray. Now, because this is a liquidy kind of thing, what I do with the trays, because they have a ton of holes in them, is I just use parchment paper. So you could also use silicone sheets too if you have them. The parchment paper is kind of nice too because it's just easy. It'll come off really nicely, and literally you just throw it away, which is kind of nice. Okay, so let's load her up And this particular dehydrator we have, I believe, has 10 trays. So you can get a lot of food in there. So this meal, the nice thing too for the prepping is you can see this is quite a bit of food. So there's 4 of us on the trip, and when we add in the potatoes, this will actually feed us 2 days out of the trip. So 1 prep, 2 days of food for 4 people. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the dehydrator. Meet you back in a few hours and I'll show you how it turned out. Okay, you guys, so I have went ahead and let this dehydrate for about 22 hours. I just threw it on yesterday when I cooked this up and left it overnight while I slept. So that's about the amount of time it ended up taking. What I did is I divided everything amongst 4 trays. So it makes packaging very, very easy because I just combined 2 trays worth, bag it, and that is a pre-packaged meal for 4 adults on this journey that we're going to do in July. Also, it is only April currently, so we aren't going until the beginning of July. Because this is dehydrated, I do not have to worry about it spoiling. Sometimes I'll take the extra mile and I'll just throw it in the freezer just in case, but you don't have to do that. And I went ahead and bagged 2 of those trays to show you the size it would be. Now this bag is way too big, but what I'll go ahead and do afterwards is transfer this to a sucker seal bag, and then it actually has an even longer shelf life. Now I'm going to show you on the scale how little this weighs. Bring you down here. So if we are going with ounces, it is 10.4 ounces only. And then if I switch over to grams, we are at 294 grams only. So very, very light. Packs up small because remember, this is feeding 4 people. Now you might be thinking, why would I go to the trouble of this when I can buy prepackaged meals? So I have tried those in the past, and I actually found the portion size kind of small. So you almost ended up needing to supplement that as well. So, and also they are expensive. I think they run around $8 each. So when you really add that up, especially times 4 people for an 8-day trip, it's getting pretty expensive. So this is an easy way to have home cooked meals. You control the nutrition value of what you're eating out there, which is fantastic. I would love for you guys to put in the comments below if you have any suggestions for me for a plant-based meal that you'd like to see me make. And I would love to get new things to put on my food list. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my page and hit that notification bell so you are alerted when a new video comes your way. So happy paddling season, you guys. Enjoy that nice weather. Can't wait to see all of your adventures too.